This one's for the culture. Me and wifey in the room thinking of a master plan, thinking how we can influence the culture from where we stand. Knowing that our steps are ordered by the master's hand, still 10 toes down, we ain't switching up the stance. The mission of this music ain't just to make them dance, trying to tell them about the rock, cause they build.
And welcome everybody to episode 73 of the Bond Chronicles. Quickly approaching that triple digits, exciting times, a lot of work, pain, sweat, and tears have gone into it. Some exciting things going on as I was talking to one of our secret agents while I was out today. And he was just talking about... Weekend. Oh, yeah, this past weekend. He was just talking about, the promotion for Patreon. And I think we're going to have another one. And just a reminder to y'all that we do have it, as well as T-shirts are available. Merch. We do have merch at the Bond Chronicles, supporting Black-owned businesses. Please continue to do that. But that's really my quick intro. I'm Mr. Ray Bond and my host,
Mrs. Robin Bond. Oh, right, because we're still. You gotta change your Instagram name back. Like, this doesn't sound right anymore. I'm Mrs. Bond Chronicles, and you're Mr. Ray Bond on the Bond Chronicles.
Because if you use Twitter, you would realize your name doesn't fit.
I know it doesn't.
Neither does mine. So we've realigned with, and based on a lot of the information we're going to discuss today, guess where it came from? Twitter. You guessed it. If you want the news, Twitter's the best way to get news and updates and information. You want pics and videos and thoughts, Instagram's for you. If you want to learn how to do crap, YouTube and TikTok. But information and news, Twitter. Facebook, I don't really know what it's for anymore. But we use it
to keep in touch with people who you don't.
It's actually
really
you're right.
Keep in touch with.
But no, it's probably the best communicative app that exists as far as like engagement and people commenting on posts that you know.
Yeah.
People I know don't be commenting on my Twitter, and they definitely don't really say much on my Instagram. Some, but not much. Facebook, you can post some stuff. People you know from a long time ago that want to get some stuff off, say something. It's cool.
Spicy.
Yeah. Might have something coming in Patreon for high school and old friends. Just something to think about. But we'll see what comes of that. Did you have anything for the people before we jump into it?
Hey y'all. That's about it. It's been a long week.
Well, it's Monday, so can't say.
Oh yeah, I guess true. It was a long week last week.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to a fresh new week.
All right.
Vacation is quickly approaching. I'm so excited. Jesus,
for the lovers, Valentine's Day is approaching. Do not wait till the last minute. Get your orders in now. Do not wait.
Exchanging gifts this year?
No. You getting a card. And a good time. That's about all I got. I guess if they say, no, that's not kid friendly. Never mind.
What was you about to say?
I'm saying, women always try to say what they offer as a gift.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that could be a gift.
There you go. The gift that kept on giving in our life quite a few times. But not anymore. Thanks to the modern.
I like that.
Thanks to science. Yeah. We are good on that. They created some things that can do some things. And there's a black guy. And I support black art. Black artists. I follow a page. Whenever we actually make it to New York, which we keep saying we're going to do, but never do.
Yeah.
There's some art galleries and things I want to go to, black owned, all that. So we pro-black. But I told y'all this year, I'm going to keep some black people accountable. And so some black creator came up with this. This is a mess. And I love Martin as best I can. Never met the man. They murdered him before I had the chance to. But this is a joke. I I have seen other angles of this MLK memorial, and there are better angles. Let me be clear. But in the social media, internet, Twitter-driven age, this is not a good look. And we talk about when white people have a bunch of people in a room and they make a decision and you're like, they need more black people in the room. This is a case where even though it was a black creator, they might have needed more black people or more young people, somebody to say, overall, when you do the 360 walk around, this ain't it. So it's shocking that Boston would commission such a piece, but it's fitting that it looks like this, being that it was in Boston. That's my opinion. I will let my host speak on her opinion. Obviously, the internet, y'all love it. So that's why I'm going to leave it alone. But yeah, I think you're looking it up now.
I just wanted to see more pictures of it from other angles. Because obviously we've all seen the one where it just looks disgusting. Like it just looks
phallic is what I was told is the correct word. Oh.
Yeah. We've all seen it. And obviously from the view where the hands are doing the hand thing, that's beautiful.
The pearls, you can see the pearls on the wrist.
Definitely love that. That part is beautiful. But where was the thought in what the other side looks like? Like, I don't know. Because in some pictures I saw, and I don't know if people was messing with it, like it looked like a penis.
It did.
It did. In other pictures that I saw, like in this picture, it looks like somebody's holding poop. Right? I don't.
That's the same picture we had up just for you, and we don't have all the different pictures.
No, they're easy to find. There's several. Just Google it. The Boston.
I think that was one of the first ones I saw, and it looked like a heart. And I was like, oh, some kind of weird, someone's holding a heart or a ball or something.
Right. The overhead even makes it look still cool. Like, you can't really see what the thing is in the middle.
Overhead, that one on the right does not look cool.
But it's just bad.
It's like a headless person or something.
It just doesn't, I know, because art obviously is subjective, sculpting, all that stuff.
That's an excuse a lot of artists use.
But the older I get and the more that I become, I come to appreciate art, it's just some things that I realize just ain't for me. And a memorial that was supposed to just honor the relationship and the love and respect that Coretta and MLK shared for each other, I'm not feeling it in this sculpture. I did see an article about the sculptor basically reacting to the backlash about the sculpture. Sculpture, know.
We're with you.
And basically they're surprised.
How old is this person?
Hold on, I'm looking up the name now. Because it was just an article that I saw. Yeah. Oh, well, this isn't the name of the person. No. Oh, yeah. The Oakland activist. Okay. So that makes so much more sense now. Here's a revelation. The sculptor was... Oh, no. The sculptor was blasted by Coretta Scott King's cousin.
Yeah.
Went in.
A couple people of the family have spoken out.
An egregious example of the woke machine's callousness and vanity. I don't know. I've seen a lot.
That was $10 million.
I don't know. Is it made of copper? Can we get details about this thing? I just don't.
They need to get their money back.
Hank Willis Thomas. Jesus, there he goes. That's his name. I'm judging a book by its cover. He doesn't necessarily. I'm not going to say he doesn't even look like a Black History aficionado. What does a Black History aficionado look like?
Him?
No, I wouldn't say that. But I wouldn't.
Dashiki, what would you say?
I don't know. But he looked like he should. I don't know.
He doesn't look like he grew up in the inner city.
I want to know what his inspiration was. Like, did he see a picture? It's just a no. It's a no for me all the way around.
Sometimes Black people miss it. It doesn't happen a lot, but we do. And this was one of those. And it needs to be highlighted. I mean, so that the next person won't make a blunder like this.
And then it's funny because when we saw the statue last week, I was like, this is almost as bad as the Sean Taylor tribute at the Commander Stadium.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
And that one, because a lot of people were there for the unveiling.
Yeah.
And he meant a lot to the DMV area,
still
obviously, and he still does. And so just to see that, and that was disappointing. And then I think there was another memorial recently that I saw happen, and it just wasn't good. So we got to do better. We're paying tribute to our Black awesome people, our Black, what do you call them? Historical figures, yes.
But here's the other part to that. And I don't know if I said this last week because it was MLK's, or week before last, it was MLK Day. Oh, no, it was last week. And I'm all for supporting MLK. Solid. But maybe we wouldn't get such dumb statues like this if we highlighted other people. I don't know how many Malcolm X sculptures there are. I don't know how many significant places about Black Wall Street exist. I don't know about some of the other Fred Hampton and some of the other members. Like, where's all their statues? Where are their streets?
Well, Fred Hampton's never getting a statue.
And that's the problem.
I mean, I know.
I understand the agenda, and we're going to, on Patreon, we'll probably get to the Governor Santos and this Florida banning of African American studies. I've said it, I think, on here, and now I'm getting way off, but one of the greatest classes I've ever taken in my college career, and I was there for a long time, and I'm still paying on the loans. Thanks, Joe. I actually appreciate the pause, but I'd rather you just get rid of it. I was approved, still waiting for that to clear. But one of the best classes I ever took was Intro to African American Studies. And I will tell you, it was taught by a girl that was maybe 4 or 5 years older than me. She looked, and she was white. And so it was awkward. But that class was amazing. And the understanding and all this stuff we got going on about what historical context is about, it puts all that to bed. And for them to say, and we'll give you a little taste. I'll give you a little taste.
You're jumping way ahead.
Yeah, I know. And like I said, we'll have way more to say. But the idea that they said that it's invalid or the information is inaccurate. So, yeah, I mean, I think overall it's just a bad situation. I think Republicans will have an issue when it comes to election time. And we need more statues of more people. We need more understanding. Like I said, with the class that I took, it was super informative. I would have loved to have taken that at a much earlier age. I hope that happens. In the state of Virginia, I don't know if that's going to happen because Youngkin don't seem like he with none of that. So we'll see more about that. But yeah, we missed on this one.
Oh, you know how I be feeling about Black people. I love us, but we get on our nerves too. Like,
yeah,
it's cool though. Congratulations. I'm sure he still feels honored to have been able to even be commissioned for the work.
He probably won't be commissioned again.
You never know. And that's the thing. Like, the internet was very upset, but there were
the family.
But there were people who, like, his son was there.
Whose son?
Martin's son.
Yeah, you think he saw it ahead of time?
I don't know, but I don't feel like he'd have been there just supporting, and he didn't. MLK Jr., MLK King the Third, Yolanda Renee King, and Andrea Waters King.
What are they supposed to do in the moment?
I am sure they saw that statue before it was unveiled. Maybe even just the artist renderings. Like,
and maybe the 3D renderings were pretty dope. You know how we see on them flipper flops, they be saying, "Oh, it's gonna look like this," and then it's like, "Oh, it ain't exactly like that." Oh, we don't have the budget, so you gotta, you know how to go. But in positive news, potentially, California is just a weird state. Like there are times I absolutely love California, and I would love to move there, and they are so progressive and so forward thinking. And then there's other times they just do the most. Like the LAPD is absolutely trash, and you're not safe there because you could die at any moment, anywhere you go. Well,
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
Yeah, the topics. Do you have the topics?
No, I do. Like it's right there. It's just the list of
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Because you started talking about California.
You don't see the first word?
I do, but then you started talking about the police in LA, and I'm like super confused.
Man, you gotta just Ross. Let me paint the picture.
I'm following. Oh, you paint the picture. Bob Ross was happy little accidents. This was a happy little accident. I didn't understand where you were going.
That reference.
See, and that's why you should be careful when you be making references like that, because people who watch Bob Ross know what I was.
But it's still fitting. Just let me paint the picture, and then you come along for the ride.
Come along for the ride.
So yeah, California's crazy, and so I don't know what to think, but they had another win for me. In my opinion, it's potentially a big deal. They were the first one to start talking about reparations, and San Francisco has now proposed a $5 million payment to each Black resident. Other people have done this, and somehow white people were also eligible, which is just crazy to me, but not crazy because this is America. But this is another proposal, so it doesn't mean much yet, other than the conversation is being had. I'm all for the conversation. I would like to know how they're determining eligibility. If you Black in this country, you should get reparations. I don't care who your ancestors were. You should get reparations. Like all your kids should get reparations. Pay us what we've owed. I've heard the figure was in the trillions of all the free labor that we had during slavery. Go ahead.
So to be eligible, you have to be 18 years old and
be
a San Francisco resident. You have to identify as Black or African American.
So that Rachel girl can get it.
On public documents for at least 10 years.
Rachel Zolio, she was whatever his name was.
Yeah, Rachel Dolezal.
She was Black on paper, I think, right? So now she can get
I don't think she was saying she was Black on paper. I think she was just saying she was Black.
No, because I thought she got like a job, or she got benefits by saying she was fake Black. I thought that was part of it.
I know that she somehow had worked her way up high into an organization that's like super Black. But I don't, like I said,
she never passed herself off as
I
Black.
don't think the government knew that she was still a white woman. Gotcha. Yeah. Sometimes. But here it says identify as Black or African American on public documents for at least 10 years, meet 2 of the 8 additional criteria. Huh? Oh. So this is obviously just specifically for San Francisco residents. You have to have been there or moved to the city 1940 and 1996, as well as showing at least 13 years of proof of residency, having been incarcerated. That is crazy. Like we have talked extensively on this podcast about the war on drugs. A lot of people have watched Snowfall, and we have all seen the effects of the war on drugs.
And y'all still voted for Biden.
But it is comical to me that here, one of the criteria to qualify to receive reparations from the city of San Francisco, you can have been incarcerated by the failed war on drugs or being a direct descendant of someone who was. So that's minimum half of the Black population. Like, what? That's crazy. Okay, basically, if you've been discriminated against as a Black person, you potentially qualify for this lump sum payment, should they pass it in San Francisco, do I think it's going to get anywhere beyond a news headline? No.
Because who paid for it? Who's paying all them black people $5 million?
Not white folks.
Man.
I told you about my mom's job and, all of that.
Yeah.
Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry. This is no shade or anything. But she has to deal with this. I guess Joe Biden or Congress passed something. So government employees, who have been affected by unfair hiring processes and just all the things that affect your income, they passed something got changed so that now everybody can be working and making about the same amount. So some people were getting raises and other people weren't getting raises. And so, and some people weren't getting raises. And the people who were already at the very top of the pay scale were so upset that they weren't getting a 20% raise like other people who, have been working in the government for years, getting underpaid, overworked, and unappreciated 1,000%. And when my mom was telling me this story, I was just like, so you just throw a figure out there. You already make $150K. And the top of your pay scale is 180. So you get bumped up to 180. That's a good number. I think that's a wonderful number. But you're going to be upset that the person who has been making $70,000 a year is now making the same amount as you, and they've possibly been working there longer than you. Like, you say it all the time. Everybody's okay with change and progressiveness and, helping the common man or whatever phrase you want to call it until they think that something that they have is being taken from them or they're not special anymore. And these things just make me so upset. This is it's a great idea. Shout out to the black people in San Francisco. If they pass it, if you can get it, that's great. Go get your money. This is, I think, just another way to get folks to vote in the next election. This don't mean nothing to me.
If Joe Biden sends me $5 million, I don't care if Ye, Trump, DeSantis, almost anyone outside of Jesus could be running. And I'm voting Democrat.
Oh, man.
But we got 4 kids in this house, and 2 of us. That should be easier, man. That's $30 million.
But they already said you got to be 18.
Yeah, that's in San Francisco.
But somewhere else, you just got to be.
And that needs to be amended somehow. Because what about the people that turn 18 next year? They should be eligible.
I feel like
there should be a fund set aside for as you turn 18, you get the money.
I mean,
because otherwise it's dumb. The same thing with what did we get? The child tax credit or the stimulus?
The
something we got. Our kids got a smaller percentage, but they gave us something for it. Even if bump that. Give my kids their $5 million. We want all of it.
All the coins.
Tax free. Okay? You're not giving me.
They ain't giving you $5 million.
That's what a reparation is. You're not going to tax the money you're giving me that's back pay for the slavery you put my peoples through, and I'm still fighting through today. No, sir. Unacceptable. Free my people with $5 million. That's all I have to say on that. Shout out to the committee. Good luck.
Godspeed. Most definitely.
I am supporting you in spirit. That's all I got. Yeah. But we rose awareness. We're using our platform respectfully.
Respectfully?
No, we're not.
I don't know. I have to think about it and get back to you. I don't know if that respectfully, we're using our platform respectfully. We're using our platform. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't sound right.
Do you have a better word that makes you feel better?
No, you said that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just move on to someone else that black people Black men. This is actually hard because
y'all are losing this year.
The sculptor. Well, not all of us.
A lot of y'all
because
taking L's left and right. Go ahead.
Who all? We're about to get the one, but he's been taking L's for, as far as I'm concerned, for a long time. But who else? What other black men? We had the sculptor, trash.
I mean,
the guy we're about to talk about,
Hamlin. I'm sure he didn't feel very happy.
What do you mean?
Well, he survived.
Like what?
He survived.
His foundation got blew up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They say they're gonna pay all his salary.
I am sure he would have foregone basically it was like a heart attack, right?
Yeah.
For the foundation getting blown up.
I mean, let's pause. So what you're saying is if you could remain healthy and make this is almost like the sickness we just went through. If you could have a heart attack and then make $8 million or stay healthy and work hard to make $200,000. What Red Fox say? The big one's coming.
Look, bro, I just have no desire to have a heart attack.
I mean, I'm not seeking out. I'm not calling the Reaper like, yo, you got a heart attack.
Right.
But what I am saying is that in the aftermath of almost dying and being dead twice, and
he won
all that. That's a win.
Okay,
that's a win for the community in Buffalo. I cannot say enough. Work, I'm not gonna talk about. But the community up there, y'all are amazing. This ain't the first time y'all stepped up. And so definitely shout outs to them. But this next guy, timing matters. Ask Skip Bayless. Timing is important. And so Michael B. Jordan is reportedly now dating British model Amber Jepson. Let me be clear. I don't know who that is.
A British model.
Yeah, and I know that's what the headlines told me she is. I know a lot of women growing up that were models. American models, for that term. That don't mean much to me. She is pretty, I guess, for definitely by today's standards, but it just looks bad. You can't roll this out 3 days after the rollout that Lori and Damson had. Like, their rollout was dope. Now, that BS she had him wearing with that African attire, I ain't with it. Now, I get it. Men, sometimes you wear stuff. They had the whole thing where the men show up all wearing the same shirt because their wife convinced them to. I get it. Men, we wear stuff our women want us to wear. Sometimes. Some men. But, Mike, you got to sit this one out. Let them run. Snowfall is here. You got to eat this. You got to live with this publicity, whatever it is, until at least Snowfall. Or... actually, I take that back. You got to chill out until Creed 3 come out. I'm not a Creed fan, but the trailer looked dope. Once you start promoing Creed 3, bring all the chicks out. Do whatever it is you do. But right now, you shouldn't have let this information leak. Let their wave run, because now it's a comparison. And I don't know that girl, but she ain't Lori, and Creed 3 ain't out yet. So, in my opinion, chill out. Keep a low profile about a month after Valentine's Day, because you know Valentine's Day about to be nuts. They are clearly on a mission. So you've been there. You know the game, Mike. This is coaching. You know the game. Play it well. You have the playbook. Don't fail. It's my advice.
I mean, there's some things that I want to say about this supposed relationship. I guess I'll wait till I see some pictures of them in public together, because right now it's not confirmed that they're dating. It's just rumored that he's dating her. I still think him and Tessa Thompson would be a much cuter couple. Like, why won't y'all make that happen? Y'all done shot 3 movies together at this point. Actually, I think they've been in more than 3 movies together.
That might be your answer.
What do you mean? Oh, because this movie suck.
Well, that part possibly. But if I'm around somebody enough and I ain't dating them.
Yeah, true.
Maybe I've seen some things y'all ain't seen.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess that's a possibility. I don't know. I guess I'm excited. Yay for Damson moving. I mean, oops. No, for Michael moving on.
Mike, you lost so bad.
I don't know.
No, I'm telling you.
Because right, like you were right. Timing is definitely really important in this business where she got the scoop on you, and I guess it just happened because of her birthday.
And she did it right around the anniversary of the birthday when you was with her last time.
And that's the thing. Last year when all her birthday pictures came out, she was with Michael B. Jordan, one of the most desired men, in the Black community.
I don't get it.
And now she, a year later, is debuting Damson.
So
at her birthday party.
As a woman,
currently another one of the most sought after young Black actors in.
That's where I'm going.
Well, I guess I don't know. I guess in America he's hot, but I'm sure in the UK and over there,
they watch Snowfall over there. Though?
It doesn't matter. He's like on American TV. That's a big deal. America is a harder market to break into.
As a European?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Never mind. Mm-hmm. So, as a woman, is Damson an upgrade or a downgrade?
In what way? Like by looks wise?
Overall. Look for her. You went from Future to this, from going from Michael to Damson. Is that an upgrade or a downgrade? Take us out of here.
Oh, man. I'm not going to say it's a downgrade, but I think it's more of a lateral because she didn't go from... Mike has been on a pretty good run, but he hasn't had like huge star power. I want to say since like Black Panther, for real. Like people watch his movies, but we all know that we really watch them for eye candy. Like,
and that's why I don't watch them.
I know. That's really why most of us watch them. He's done he did an Amazon series or something, an Amazon movie. He's done some things, but nothing hit like Black Panther. Obviously, he's got Creed coming. So like that's
going to do numbers.
It is. And he's in the scene, but he's not really of the scene right now. You get what I'm saying? Whereas Damson is a new actor. He's done a couple little projects. He's done one with Anthony Mackie. He's got a couple in the works after Snowfall is over. I think he's got a movie getting ready to come out too. So for her, like he's getting ready to be out there, be seen. She's got a lot of stuff going on. He's also young. Like, they're both young, so they might not be looking
old, but okay.
Huh?
She's kind of old, but okay.
I mean, by Hollywood standards, they're still young. And so if it's a real relationship, did she upgrade? I don't know. There's so many things. They just started dating. I don't know nothing about his nickname for her because Turtle was cute.
No,
the Turtle nickname was super cute.
I feel like calling a woman a turtle is not cute.
It was so cute.
Have you seen what turtles' bodies look like? I feel like that's a
I have.
You turtle looking.
You turtleneck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that's not the nice.
Unless you got the snapper outside of that. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe she do.
Oh,
maybe she do, and that's why she keep the men that she keep. Because Lori Harvey, her and Toya Carter, they keep. Yes, she do. Well, she's not Carter anymore. She's Toya Johnson now. Lil Wayne's ex-wife.
I don't know much about her.
Really?
I know way more about Ray Janae than I do about Toya.
Well, that's her daughter.
I know. That's why I referenced her. Oh boy.
No, yeah, like she just got married again.
Really?
Yeah. Like I said, she keep a man, a husband, not just a man, a husband.
Hey,
so there's some women in Jennifer Lopez is another one. She keep a man. She swap him out frequently.
Yeah. Did they ever get married, her and Brad? They got married the second time around.
J-Lo?
Who did I say? Who was you talking about?
Brad.
Ain't she with Brad? Ben.
Yeah. And so they got married this time.
Yeah, I've heard it's not going great, but
have you? I've heard it's going really well.
I heard she's never mind.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they together. Mm-hmm, we support love and marriage, even if It's only after you've known them allegedly short times. And she's super smart and probably could pass the bar. But I will continue. To mess. This was a bad episode for black people. I don't know if you guys have all seen and heard the news. This young lady here in the top left looks so nice and innocent. Looks almost like a Pokemon or something. Savage beast, that woman. Married woman. Well, apparently there were trains run on her. There were 6 different men in the department that she was sleeping with. Her husband, we can talk about him on Patreon, he decided to stick it around. I don't know why, but could be the snapper. I'm not sure.
The what?
The snapper.
Oh, I thought you said sniper. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
But I was trying to find, and I couldn't. And if someone can do more research than I was able to find when I was researching this, 4 of them were fired. 2 were suspended.
5 of them were fired.
5 were fired, but 2 only got suspended. And that says 3. So I think 6 ended up getting fired. And last I heard, 2 were suspended without pay.
Dang, they was lit at the Tennessee police station.
That's what I'm saying.
Investigation found that the officers were participating in girls gone wild parties. Like how? On duty though.
Yeah.
Heavy drinking and having sex while on duty.
I guess there's not a lot to do in Tennessee, and the crime be really bad in some areas, so they figure, Now, I would like to take this brief moment. There were some people, and I like y'all. Go ahead.
So they were having relations with her on and off the job.
Yeah.
She couldn't get enough at the station. That did. Pray for her, Jesus. Pray for her.
We can have a conversation on daddy issues another day.
What does that have to do with anything?
If she's doing that, something's wrong. There's no way. Like how we thought, who was it? I'm drawing a blank. Oh, we thought Tori was bad.
I mean, she looks like she's maybe 150 pounds. I wouldn't even give her that.
What does that guy doing there?
Like, she's
likes to be tossed around.
Apparently, Megan Hall is her name.
Actually, we can.
The female, we can definitely name her.
What a
Megan
fitting
Hall.
name.
The
fitting name.
Hallway where everybody just gets to pass through.
Mm-hmm.
But she's been fired.
Yeah.
So she out of there. But you know what she's gonna do? She's just gonna go to another county and get another job.
And probably stick with the men there too. Because she's definitely not learned her lesson, in my opinion. This is gonna sound extreme as somebody who owns a business and is trying to create a network and all that. This sex in the workplace stuff, we got to revisit it. People spend too much time at work trying to provide for their homes. Why are we firing people that are having consensual relationship? I get it. It was on the clock. Newsflash, people. I am not included in this. This is for the rest of the world. Y'all steal company time and money all the time. Don't nobody come at the beginning of their shift and work to the end of their shift without taking no breaks, especially all people that's working from home. That's why they want cameras on in the meetings, because they know y'all running errands and doing that bull crap when y'all not at work. So if not me, don't use me. If it is a man and a woman and they working. And on their break or not on their break, they take some time to meditate and get to know one another better. And that allows them to be better at their job. Should they not be allowed to do that? These are consenting adults. We are firing people for the very things we love to exploit. That's coming on Patreon. We live in a society where we love this stuff. We love the cheating. We love the behind the back. We love the backstabbing. Porn is at an all-time high. I'm just making that up, but I know it does crazy numbers. I've done the research.
You just said you're making it up.
I don't know that that's the exact number, but I know porn's up. Like, the numbers is porn. Porn does numbers.
Do those numbers ever like decrease? I feel like
they
get worse.
You're probably right, but that's my point. Girls Gone Wild came from somewhere. These people were reenacting a childhood fantasy, and you got fired for it. This is a victimless crime. The husband's not leaving.
Yeah,
he's not filing a lawsuit. He's not doing nothing. So we fired police in a department that has 60 people. You just fired 10% of your police force. And some of them was black. So now it's probably less black people policing the black neighborhoods. Like, over what? Like, I know it's fun and games and that's cool. But if we firing people for this, how in the world are so many dead black men not getting justice? How is Breonna Taylor not getting justice? How are all those names of people not getting justice if y'all firing people for having sex with one another? Like, if that's the bar, murdering someone should be pretty high above that. But somehow, we just talked about it last episode, and I did not plan to go this way. Like, I don't know where this came from per se, but it's just infuriating that these people lost their jobs and livelihoods for consensual activities, and you can murder somebody or plant evidence on them and be perfectly fine. I don't understand.
Look, I didn't know anything about this case until you put it on our notes.
You got to get on Twitter. That's the problem.
God, it's just salacious detail after salacious detail after salacious
there's
detail.
Videos.
I don't want to watch that.
I didn't watch the videos, but they're on Twitter.
I don't want to watch that. It looks like it all started to get uncovered because Officer McGowell, who has been fired, what is his name? Henry McGowell. This is moving slow. One of the officers went to Megan Hall's house with another officer, and this other female officer was unaware of the relations going on, and he exposed his genitalia
to both of them. And he didn't know that
she wasn't with it.
But Megan was with it.
And I guess he confronted the same person,
the party pooper.
And it was a little aggressive.
Dang.
And
what do you look like? He's a white one?
I don't know. It my thing. I know
froze. The black dude didn't pull up on the white chick.
I think.
What was his name?
Hold on. If the stupid page would load it just keeps going, like not doing anything. There we go.
Yeah, this is why I like to have the laptop and not the iPad.
Yeah, this is just not. All right, of course, the one time.
I mean, that's just how the Lord works.
It is exactly how the things work.
God fights for me, in case y'all don't know. Let's go ahead. What we got?
Anyway, apparently he confronted the woman in person.
Dang.
And he put his hand around her throat.
Oh.
And
so he should have got fired. But not for the sex, for assaulting your fellow officer.
It sounds like
back to blue.
It was just him trying to let her know, don't say nothing to nobody.
And then she wouldn't say something.
Probably
because you put your hands on.
It's exactly why she probably said something. Because it doesn't appear like anyone else snitched on themselves.
Nor should they. Or would they?
But then once the investigation got going,
people started snitching.
People started singing like a choir.
I mean, there's 60 people, 6 of them sleeping together.
And so they tried to meet up with Megan to get their story straight.
Oh man.
It was just a whole big mess. And so they're having sex parties while they should be out patrolling the streets. But they
know they're useless. We know they're useless. They stealing money. They've been stealing money. This ain't nothing new.
Why is this okay?
Well,
to your point, it's not. But to your point, if they want to have sex with each other, do it off duty. Whatever. I don't particularly.
You think they would have been all right if it was off duty? And I only asked because we touched on TJ and the chick last time, and they wasn't sleeping at the place together. They was off duty, quote unquote, and that still didn't go well.
I know that. I guess but I think that's why they're suing ABC, because I think according to their contracts, they didn't violate any morality clauses.
No,
This 1,000%, just it's against all of the rules that the fraternal order.
But that's the part that is confusing me about both scenarios. Like, I work for corporate America. If you're on the same level, there are so many people that have got married at my job.
Yeah.
So I'm confused. And the understanding is, if y'all on the same level, cool, because it's all about favoritism and fairness.
Yeah. Nepotism.
No, that's like
family. Yeah.
Like, I'm a little baffled. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't understand the people that are getting fired for sleeping together at the same level. Okay. I get the superior subordinate 100%. I'm with all that. I'm not with it, but I understand it. But I don't get this. And it keeps happening. So it's a thing, but I don't get it.
She was just, all kinds of hierarchy. The only other person who was an officer was Juan Lugo Perez. Everyone else, there was 3 sergeants, a detective.
Crime is through the roof.
So she was trying to make some moves up the ladder.
As she should have.
She was doing.
As she should have. Like, if the system allows for it, women, use your power. Like, if men gonna be dumb, like,
use your power.
Use your power.
She was married. I was trying to figure out.
He's a simp.
How old this couple
She's
is.
having that much sex? What are you doing?
I don't even know.
That boy is just happy to be alive and happy to have someone to call his wife. That's that.
I need to know what he looks like. Husband of Tennessee cop at center of sex scandal.
He's real average.
Sticking by his wife.
Yeah. Wait till you see him. If y'all pull him up, he's as average as ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just an ad.
Yeah, but man, that's I guess more is coming. But that's what we got for y'all this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Some great things are coming. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep shouting it out because there's some great stuff over there. I know you'll be impressed. On Patreon, I meant to say this in the beginning. We are doing a giveaway for the first 50 people to sign up. It's a raffle, not a giveaway, of a $50 gift card to Reaction Apparel. You can get something custom. You can get something that we already have on her site as that's continuing to be revamped. We're flexible. We're touchable. We're flexible. So we will be doing that. But thank you again for the support to everyone that is out there. Unique show. Not going to lie to you. Unique show. Leading into Black History Month. Didn't know I was going to have to poop on so many black people. But you got to get it out so that you'll be clear and ready to go for next month. So exciting times.
Well, we'll have one more episode in January so we can kind of clean it up.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Leading into, which is our next episode. Yep, we're leading into it. We're going to do better. Highlight black people and not all this BS that they're doing. But we got a lot to get to, so definitely continue to share. Hopefully you guys are liking the reels. We want to hear your commentary, your feedback. It means everything. So thank you for that. And do you have anything for the people before we get up out of here?
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Lovely. Well, as you guys can see, even in Tennessee, life can happen. You have the power to choose what you do. Choose wisely. I continue to say it. Actually, somebody said we need a tagline. This is the tagline. This is a long tagline, but this is the tagline. This is what we do. We choose wisely. Always bet on yourself, as we are, being an example of doing that. You do the same in your home. Continue to run it up. Godspeed and God bless. Take care.